my channel, guys. We're on the second channel with it, but wait, before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, it's free. Remember, I post 2 videos every single day, so if you fuck with the content, all you gotta do is subscribe. Remember, guys, subscribe to my main channel, subscribe to my third channel, because remember, going up on 2022, you know what to do. The video we have brought to you here today is, what's something people aren't ready to hear? Now, I'm actually very, very, very much not interested to hear this, because I feel like there's a lot of things that we all want to say, but because the world is kind of more, I would say, sensitive-ish, or people just have more to talk about. People will kind of keep their opinions to themselves because, like, it could raise backlash. But I feel like something should be said out loud because it offers good conversation and good dialogue, or a good dialogue, because it's like, okay, why do you think this way? Let me see it from your point of view. At least that's how I feel sometimes. Because sometimes I want to think, like, let me see it from your point of view. Like, how did you come up with this ideology? Because if we all thought the same thing, like, I don't want to say it would be boring, but it just wouldn't be normal. You know what I mean? So let's get into it, guys. I'm already interested. Hopefully it's nothing like lame. Not lame, but just like mixing orange juice with apple juice. Like, bro, no one cares about that shit. Just do it. Which is actually really good, by the way. But let's get into it.
What's something that you're aware of, but the majority of people just aren't ready to hear?
Most jobs today are modern-day slavery. How do you know your job is slavery?
I feel like we all know that, though. Like, come on now. Like, if that's the case, you can say school is slavery. If that's the case, you can say rules is slavery. Let me just let him finish. My bad.
If you want to do it for free. The elites are on a whole different level. You got to understand. They saw that, okay, we can't do slavery because it's too obvious. It's too blatantly obvious. It's right in their face. It's clearly wrong. But if we actually make every race work for us for as minimal payment as possible, we can still profit off it like it's slavery. They got us. They tricked us. We cannot not go to work or not pay our bills, or we will literally die. And it's all made up. It's all a made up system. Time is the most valuable thing we have, yet we spend it at jobs we hate so we can get more money to live, to continue to do the jobs we hate. Capitalism is going to be the death of us, I'm telling you. We got to wake up.
I get what he's saying, but let's just say we all woke up, right? And we all just woke up, right? Let's just say money, in a sense like that, money is like a trade, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like, yes, obviously this is slavery, like working is slavery. Like, I work a job, regular 9 to 5, right? That shit, I hate that shit. Like, but I go to school too. That shit feels like slavery too. But I feel like as far as like the capitalism wise, that's a form of trade. Like, you trade your labor for money. And that might not sound like the best ideal thing, but I feel like and anywhere, money is the way to live, you know what I mean? So I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand. But I see what he's saying.
What's something that you're aware of, but the majority of people just aren't ready to hear?
If we taught boys and girls and women and men the natural ovulation cycle of a woman, there really wouldn't be a need for birth controls or vasectomies. Women or birthing people have an ovulation cycle of between 4 to 5 days. When a person ovulates, meaning the egg comes out of the fallopian tube, it is there for 12 to 24 hours. If the egg is not fertilized by sperm, then the egg disintegrates. Sperm can only live within a person's body for up to 3 to 7 days. So if a woman or a birthing person knows their 5-day window of ovulation, you should probably refrain from having sex those days or use a condom if you're not trying to get pregnant. Side note, this is only to prevent pregnancy, not STDs. Both men and women and non-binary people knew this. You wouldn't need engineered birth control. No.
What's something that you're aware of, but the...
I agree. Every girl needs to have a period tracker. When I meet girls my age that say they don't have a period tracker, I'm like, that's if you have a period, because some girls don't because of birth control, yada yada yada. But like, if you do, you need to track your period, because I know with the Flow app, I feel like that's a common one. It tells you like when you're ovulating. So I feel like every girl needs to know that naturally. At least that's just what I feel like. You don't need to, but like, it's good to know, you know what I mean? And then dudes, y'all need to be asking these girls what's going on, like, when's your ovulation? I only meant like really like, maybe I'm gonna say two, but really I feel like one dude that actually would ask that. And like, I was like, okay, educated. But that's good, because it means like you're being mindful, like you're knowledgeable. Like that's important things to know about because it's a natural thing. But it's funny because we really don't know. We really lack knowledge about natural things that happen in our body, which is kind of crazy. Like it's really crazy.
The majority of people just aren't ready to hear.
Oh God.
Drake?
Money can buy happiness, and we need to stop pretending like it can't.
I agree.
Yeah, okay.
To a certain extent.
McDonald's this week, I was not a happy camper. You know what I'm saying? Rough day happening. I just wanted an Oreo McFlurry. I had just enough for the Oreo McFlurry. I go to the cashier. I said, "Hey, can I get one?" He's like, "Sorry, ice cream machine's broken." I said, "Of all days, please, for the love of Zeus, not today." And he said, "Well, you better ask Odin because it's broken." I said, "No." The guy behind me.
Why are you arguing with him? Go to the next. Go to Chick-fil-A.
The guy behind me gives the cashier $5 on the side. He's like, "Is that ice cream machine still broken?" The cashier's like, "No, it's working." I was like, "Oh my God." And guess what happened? I had an Oreo McFlurry in my stomach and a smile on my face. Through the power of McBribery, I'm happy.
McBribery?
I'm broken, sad. You know what I'm saying?
He's
What's
goofy.
something that you're
He's
aware
funny.
of, but the majority of people just aren't ready to hear?
America's military preys on minors using propaganda in order to enforce...
Wait, hold on, girl. You need to speak up.
America's military preys on minors using propaganda in order to enforce authoritarian views which keep the working class down. Hold your horses, Tyler. I'm not done yet. Notice how I didn't say anything about veterans in that. That doesn't change the fact that over half of the enlisted military members in the United States are under the age of 25. Most of them join before the age of 20. This is usually when people have...
Isn't that their choice, though? I don't know how the military works and all that, or enlisting and all that, but it's not, like, a choice, though. Like, I know back in the day, like, it's like, oh, if you were 18, you were eligible. Like, you didn't have a choice. But isn't it, like, now you have a choice? But I don't know.
have to start making hard decisions about health insurance and schooling, many of which are not afforded to the average U.S. citizen. The military preys on this. So do police forces, with over 20% of them being veterans. I personally don't think that a lot of Americans really give a fuck what happens with our military, but considering that over half of our taxes go to the military and that pulling out of Afghanistan did shit all, I really think that instead of supporting the troops, maybe we should start supporting kids before they have to be troops, instead of sending recruiters to high schools. And the kids into wars they can't win.
What's something that you're aware of, but the majority of people just aren't ready to hear?
That if you want to fast track your progress and your success in life, you got to stop hiding behind the screen. So I listen to a ton of podcasts and interviews throughout the week, probably more than I listen to music. And one consistent theme that I've noticed in every single interview or podcast that I listen to is that the successful person, when they were elevated to a certain, level in their career or in their life was taken to the next level because of someone that they met in person. Instagram DMs, TikTok DMs, all that stuff is great for people that you cannot reach across the world. I think it's a very resourceful tool. But the connections will be deeper, longer lasting, and they will probably benefit you more if you make connections in person. Even if you just take your laptop and go work at a coffee shop instead of behind your desk at home. Step outside of your door and make something happen. Go work somewhere else. Because even though nothing's going to happen every single time that you go out in public, you at least increasing your chances of meeting someone that can change your life professionally.
What's something that you're
I
aware
agree,
of, but
but I
the
feel
majority of people...
But I agree with both. Like, you can make connections socially, too, because there's some people, like, it's so much easier to, like, broadcast your talents on social media and then search up who does what type of service, and you can find that service so easily. Like, but also meeting someone physically, I agree with that, too, because there's some people I've met and just talked to, like, literally, and found out, like, they've animated, they can do this, they can do that. Like, it's great. So I feel like if you exercise both, then that's extremely beneficial.
People just aren't ready to hear.
Until you decide that every single thing in your life is your responsibility. Your feelings are up to you. Your thoughts are up to you. They are all your choice. Then you will be stuck in victim mentality, which will not get you anywhere. Now, I understand a lot of us are actual victims to certain circumstances. I've been there myself. But once something is in the past, it is up to you and you only to move forward the way that serves you best.
I agree.
If you keep feeling sorry for yourself and you're not taking any action to actually get to where you want to be, you are giving your power up to the person that did you wrong, to the situation that did you wrong. You're literally giving your power away. Taking responsibility is hard because we always want to blame others, but it is so freaking empowering. And you can't be truly happy until you do that.
I totally agree with what she said, because a lot of people like to live in their circumstance. Like, they let that, I guess you can let it that can be a part of you, but don't let it define you. You know what I mean? There's so many people who I meet, like, they will always bring up that circumstance that happened in their past, but it's like, bruh, let that shit go. Like, you can see that shit carrying on to somebody, and that doesn't make you, especially if it's harming you in a negative way, it doesn't make you a good person. You cannot truly grow if you keep holding onto that shit for years and years and years and years and years and years. After a while, it's gonna spoil inside of you, and then you're gonna become spoiled. Like, people don't understand that, or some people do, but some people choose not to want to, like, let that shit go. That's why if y'all ever encounter somebody like that, you can't help them. Nobody cannot. They can only help themselves. Only you can want to be helped, or only you can want better for yourself. You are not your circumstance. Like, it can be a part of you, but it doesn't define you. Everybody, this is what I realized, literally everybody in life has to go through some type of pain. Like, everybody. Nobody's never gonna go through life without experiencing no type of pain. Yes, some might be stronger than others, but it's pain nonetheless. So it's like, if that person can get through it, you can get through it. Like, and that might sound fucked up, because, you know, some people actually go through some real life shit, but it's like, it was gonna happen either way, you know what I mean? Like, everybody goes through shit. It's up to you if you want to deal with it. It's up to you if you want to deal with it or not, or let it, like, define you or not. So I agree with what she said. Point blank and period. But I'm going to end the video right here, guys. Do you guys agree with what things some people say? If you guys have something where you feel like people aren't ready to hear it, comment down below, because we can really make this a debate, because I got some stuff I want to say too. But shit, how do y'all feel? What do y'all think? I definitely agree with the last girl. I feel like what she said was definitely spot on. That's the end of the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you fuck with the content, remember I post 2 videos every single day. So remember, it's free. So if you fuck with the content, all you gotta do is subscribe. And remember, subscribe to my main channel and my 3rd channel. Remember, we're going up by 2022. Y'all know what to do. I'm gonna see you on the next video, guys, and peace.